Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas and all of that. All right, we're going to stand up and do our opening song. I know you guys are ready. With your spirit is in this place, so let's make a joyful noise. Here we go. Come on.
Thank you, Reflections. Good morning, everyone. My name is Todd Masnicki. I'm your presider this morning. I'm going to venture to guess these are all the people that got their holiday shopping done, right? Well, welcome. We're honored that you're here and you chose to spend your Sunday morning with us, and know that it is serving your best and highest good right now in this present moment. So thank you for being here. If you're a first-time guest, we have a special gift for you that's waiting for you after the service at guest services in the lobby. We have these mala beads that are for you just for being here as a first-time guest. We're honored that you are here with us, so thank you for celebrating Christmas Eve Day with us. So thank you very much. We here at CSO Fort Lauderdale have an intention statement that says who we are and how we want to be present in the world. So I invite you all to please stand up with me and we'll say it together. And afterwards, we will greet our neighbor with a hello, namaste, and a handshake if you choose. So CSO Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to spiritual growth, healing, and service. Thank you.
Did anybody else get spirit bumps when he sang? Because I sure did over there. Well, good morning and happy ho, ho, ho to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fran Winslow. I'm a licensed practitioner here. I'm on staff here, and I'm also the ministerial student that's in service to this community. And it's my pleasure to be here and discuss our core values. Here at CSL, we have 7 core values that says really who we are about as a community. And they are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, and diversity. And today we're highlighting service. Serving others helps those who give as well as those who receive. Service empowers people to put their time and their talents to really good use. Volunteering to serve others benefits both mental and physical well-being for yourself as well as others. So when we're feeling down in life, the very best thing you can do is help another person in need. You never know, they may have been exactly where you are. So here are some quotes on being of service. From Mother Teresa, give your hands to serve and your hearts to love. From Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And from Martin Luther King Jr., life's most persistent and urgent question is this: what are you doing for others? The bottom line with this is that when I call you or text you and ask you to volunteer, you say yes. Okie dokie? And so it is.
Do you remember me? I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fantasy. Well, I'm all grown up now. I still need you somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list, not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart, and wars will never stop, and times could heal our heart. Everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love will never end. This is my grown-up
have some talented people here, don't we? Well, today's title for the talk is The Power of Love. Last week, I know, it's better than the evil stuff I had to talk about last week, so I was pretty happy to get this talk title. You know, the power of love is a curious thing. Makes a one man weep, another man sing. Change a hawk to a little white dove, more than a feeling. That's the power of love. And that's from Huey Lewis and the News. And now that song is going to be going through your head the rest of the week, just like it is with mine, so we can be twinsies. Have you ever noticed that when you're in love, everything feels like it's going seamlessly in your life? Emotionally, you are on top of the world. Physically, you feel great and you take better care of yourself. Those little annoyances at work or at home just roll right off of you like water on a duck's back. It feels as though love is a superpower, probably because it is. And you don't realize how it really exists within you all times. It doesn't matter what kind of love it is. Everything feels brighter and happier and more wonderful. You're in this deep love experience. We feel alive and awake. All the great myths and legends begin and end with love. It's something that we carry within ourselves, and it's the fuel that lights the flame. It brings meaning into our lives, passion, purpose, and it's available to us at any time. The only thing we have to do is remember to use it and to tap into that wellspring of love. This time of year, we're obviously reminded about love. The love between a mother and a son. It's a birth into love. It is a rebirth into love. The master teacher, Jesus, says this: love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It's not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Recognize the power that love has within you and marinate in it. Feel its radiant goodness. It is our job to exude love into the world, especially right now. Because what we are seeing out there is a whole lot of narcissism. It's the all about me world. If I don't get my way, then I'm going to manipulate people until I get my way. Or if I don't get my way, I'm just going to get out. The author and poet, Mark Nepo, says this about narcissism and narcissists. Narcissists need more love and more inclusion. So I'm asking us all to exude love. And it can be hard at first. Sometimes it's like hugging a cactus, but it gets better with time and practice. So how do we utilize the power of love to transform those narcissistic tendencies that are so prevalent in our world right now? And we do it from within. We use the power of love to transform ourselves, because by transforming ourselves, we shift the vibration. We tap into universal love, and we add to the collective consciousness the most beautiful, resounding magnificence that says, hey, I am putting a match to this dry kindling and lighting the flame of love in my life. And I'm making a positive contribution to the collective. That's how we change the world. When we go within, there is no narcissism. We go in to open up out into the world. Now, there needs to be some clarity about this because it was confusing for me when I first started out in New Thought philosophies, because taking care of myself, focusing on myself, and loving myself felt really selfish. I was used to living a life of giving to others, and while being of service is a great thing, it was unbalanced. My first clue came when I walked into my spiritual center for the very first time. Just like some of you have walked in here for the very first time, it will always be your spiritual home. It's where you get your spiritual roots. Mine was Mile High Church in Lakewood, Colorado. It was an Easter Sunday, and an energy coach had talked to me about going to service, and I was okay with it. I thought it was all right. And then Jennifer Burnett sang this song called In the Land of I Am. There was such emotion and a feeling that I had never experienced before. And the lyrics said this: in the land of I am. More than I have, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. Now, I was not living in the world of I am at that time, and I was confused by it. And then she sang, been lied to. The lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be hurt in the land. There is more than enough in the land. You're always at home. You're always at home. I didn't realize that there was a place within me where there wasn't any pain or darkness. Certainly, I knew how to love others, but I didn't know how to apply it to myself. It felt just so selfish. So this was the beginning of my dark night of the soul or spiritual awakening. And it lasted about a year for me. Now, the reason why it lasted about a year for me is because I laid on the couch and drank a lot of wine, trying to figure out what was going on in my life, why I didn't feel as though I had purpose or meaning. I read every book I could, Wayne Dyer, Marianne Williams. I watched videos. I was into YouTube guided meditations. That was before the apps that were out. And I didn't know if any of this was really working for me. Until one day, I decided to go for a walk on a sunny day in Colorado. Now, if you've been out in Colorado, you know that 365 days the sun is blazing down on you, and it was no different than any other day. But that particular day, I decided to go to Cherry Hill State Park and go for a walk. I was listening to New Thought music. I looked down, and I noticed this big carpenter ant walking across the pavement. I saw his little legs going out to meet his friends. I noticed the segmented body. I noticed the bumps in the pavement that he was going to have to overcome to get to his friends. And I looked up, and I saw the magnificence of that blue Colorado sky. It was though I was looking through eyes and seeing for the very first time in my life, and I fell in love. I began to feel this overwhelming sense of gratitude for my life, for all the people that I had loved in my life, and all the people yet to be loved. I had such great gratitude for everything I had accomplished in my life. And I began to ease up on the judgment of myself and the judgment of others. Every step I took was a journey inward into self-love. And this time, it didn't feel selfish. It felt perfect and right. That's what God's love feels like. If love is all there is, and we are created in the likeness of the one, then that perfect love is God that dwells within each and every one of us. End of story. And that powerful love heals in places where we think it can never be healed. So, what does the power of love mean to you? Where have you seen demonstrations of the power of love? We are being asked to rebirth into the power of love. What's the first step you will take in this epic journey? I called a mentor, another minister friend of mine, and as soon as she answered, I said to her, "What does the power of love mean to you?" She didn't skip a beat. She said this: "Love is the only thing that's real. Love is everything. Everything else is made up of fear. God is love in the Bible. Take that and realize it. Abide in God, and God abides in you. Love is not an emotion. It's a way of being. It is a way of being." It's really hard to describe love, isn't it? We can feel it and see it in the physical world. But can you imagine what it would look like inside of you if you could see it and feel it from within? It creates an awareness and an awakening. It takes you to that place of awe. AWE. We talked about awe and wonder last week. We begin to notice those things that we may have taken for granted in the past. Dr. Summer Allen from UC Berkeley says this: "When it comes to psychological effects, studies have found that awe can create a diminished sense of self, an effect known as the small self," and we talk about that all the time here in New Thought. "It gives people the sense that they have more available time, increased feelings of connectedness, increased critical thinking and skepticism, increased positive mood, and decreased materialism." For those of you who are research junkies like myself, it's in a white paper at UC Berkeley called The Science of Awe. All of this combines in the totality of living an empowered life of love. Now, earlier in the talk, I mentioned a song that Jennifer Burnett sang that first Easter Sunday that I walked into Mile High Church. That was the reason I kept coming back. The emotion that was elicited within me, within that song, kept me coming back week after week. And I would grab her and thank her for that. And every Easter I would say to you, "Hey, you singing my song or what?" And she would laugh, and I'd bring it up time after time. And then as I moved along in this journey into New Thought and to ministry, I said, "You're the reason I'm here, you know?" And she said, a couple of years ago, she said to me, "I need to tell you the story that's behind the song." And so about 2 years ago, I was visiting Denver, and I went to a midweek service, and she was singing there. And afterwards, I went up to her, and she said, "I think this is a good time for me to tell you the story that was behind this song." I said, "Okay." I'm thinking it's going to be some juicy piece of gossip, you know, or something. And this is what she said. "Earlier in the week, my stepson had overdosed. Everyone told me not to do this service, but who were they going to get? It was a few days from Easter. So everyone was praying for me. And right before I went onto the platform, I said, 'Okay, Spirit, guide me. I am in your hands.'" She said she doesn't even remember the words, that she was just filled with Spirit. So, in this video, this is the original video from when Jennifer sang "In the Land of I Am." And you will be able to witness the transformative power of love. Toward the end of the video, there'll be a close-up of her where you'll see her precious hand shaking. You will get to visually see Spirit moving in her and moving out of her and creating harmonic love for everyone else to hear. So here's the video.
In the land of I am, more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the songs of all my great grandmothers and the dreams of all my great grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain of live, live in thee. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the smiles of all the unborn children and the dreams of a brighter day to come, and the dance of heaven with the earth, all live, in thee. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced. Been lied to, but lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be hurt in the land. There's more than enough in the land. You're always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home.
That's what the grace of God looks like. In the midst of pain, there's a place within us that has no pain. That is the power of love. And so it is.
Thank you, Fran Winslow, for being a divine expression of the power of love. If you love the way you feel right now, if you love this Sunday service, being here, hearing the message, hearing the music, being here together as a community, this is the part of the service where we practice the law of reciprocity or circulation. And we're here because of you and your financial support, so thank you for it. And please continue to keep giving generously and know that whatever you give is returned to you multiplied abundantly. A special thanks goes out to our TPL or the Prosperous Life members who give a committed dollar amount each month that comes directly from their bank account or their credit card so that we can budget and plan to be here for you uninterrupted. And TPL members, we have your names on the screen to recognize you because you are so special to us. Thank you very much. We've made it very easy for you to give. The ushers will be coming down the aisle, and you can give via the CSL app or our website, cslftl.org. If you're watching online, you can hit the donate button. If you'd like to learn more about joining the Prosperous Life, please go to guest services after the service in the lobby, or see me after the service, and I'd be happy to talk to you about that. Thank you again for your financial support. We truly appreciate you. Ushers, please proceed.
These strong hands
get to settle ourselves down and meditate. I know. It's good to have that positive energy free flowing. So there's a time to listen, and there's a time to talk. And when we talk, we're in prayer, and when we listen, we're in meditation. So I invite us all to just take a big collective breath in together, and on the exhale, if it's comfortable for you, just flutter your eyes closed and relax into this beautiful moment together.
God is all around me. God is all around me. Has me. In and through me, as me. God is all around me.
There's this beautiful space that lies within, that place that only knows love. It's a powerful thing. We say, love can move mountains. Love is the essence of who we are. Everything is love. And all we need to do is to recognize that this magnificence resides within us, constantly in motion, and it's there for us to tap into its wellspring and bring it out into the world. Bring this light of love into the darkest shadows of the world, especially right now. The world needs us, the light bearers, the light carriers, more than anything else. For in this love, there is no pain, there is no suffering. There is only peace and joy and loving one another. Always remembering to love one another as I have loved you. For that is the power of love. And so, as we take these thoughts, we're going to bring those thoughts into the silence here for just a moment. We just breathe in and out together collectively into this beautiful community that is so interspersed with love, with our hearts wide open. We bring our awareness back into this room, and when you are ready, you can open your eyes.
God is all around me. God is all around me.
And show
God is all around me.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it? So we have a few announcements today. There's only like 20 of them, so feel free to notice that the emergency exits are conveniently located. I've wanted to do that since I got here. I know my flight attendant friends in here will appreciate that little bit of humor. We have licensed practitioners here at CSL that are available for prayer. They'll be joining us here up on the platform after service, and then they'll come down front. So please don't leave with anything heavy on your heart. As a practitioner, all we want to do is pray with and for you. It's the reason why we went through about 4 years of training, is to be of assistance and to know the truth of who you are when you're having trouble seeing that. And if things are going really great, get a prayer for more of the same. Keep that good energy free flowing. You can also request a prayer on our app or our website. And there's also, if you want to write out a request for a prayer, there's a way to do that, and it's directly across the lobby. You can write out a request and put it in the prayer box, and we check that on a regular basis. We have a youth center that follows the same themes as we do. The youth is the center of CSL, and your continued support is appreciated. We're currently searching for a youth director and more volunteers. We're always needing volunteers, so please stop by the volunteer table, or you can speak to me after service to get more information. As we head into the new year, please join Reverend Skip for his manifestation retreat on Saturday, January 6th from 10 to 4 p.m. If you've never gone to one of his retreats, they are over the top good, so I highly suggest you go and start out your new year really on the right foot with all that good energy. We've lowered the cost, and it's now $99. A plant-based lunch will also be served. And continuing on the theme of bringing abundance into the new year, please join me for the class entitled Spiritual Economics. It's based on the book by Eric Butterworth with the same name. The class is 8 weeks. It begins on Wednesday, January 10th from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., and the cost is $250. You can register for classes and events at guest services today. And don't forget a couple of things. We have our candlelight service tonight, so I expect to see you all back here for that, because guess what? You get to put your light into the world. And when we fill this sanctuary with your light, it is truly a magnificent thing. And next Sunday will be our burning bowl ceremony. It's a great way to bid farewell to 2023 and bring in that new positive energy for 2024. Sound good? All right. So we have an affirmation card. You're probably sitting on it, but it'll be up here on the screen. And so we say this affirmation today together. And I want to hear it with gusto and like you really mean it, okay? You ready? Every day is a new opportunity to love. I am grateful for all of the love in my life. And so it is. It is, Dr. Chris Michaels. That's right. That was great. I felt your enthusiasm. So let's just take a moment and go within here, recognizing that there is only one power, one presence, one love, one light, one joy that fills the hearts of all sentient beings. It is the joy and love and light that resides within each and every one of us. I recognize the blessing that today is, the blessing of being together in community, the blessing of the love that we exude out into the world right now, into those dark spaces. There is nothing but love. Fear is eradicated, and we go forth this week knowing that we are divine beings of the one that light the path, not just for ourselves, but for all who we come in contact with. And I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for this community called CSL Fort Lauderdale. I'm so grateful for our time together. I am so grateful for the love and light that everyone exudes here today. And so now I just release this prayer. Always, always, always on the wings of love, into that alchemy of love and law where it is done. It is here, it is now, it is complete, it is already happening. I just let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
All right, we have a different closing song today, and I know you guys know it. It's We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So please sing with us.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. We'll be here tonight if you want to come, okay? See you soon.